Hello, everybody. Welcome to Cantina Social Hour. How's everybody doing? Hello. Happy Friday. Happy weekend. Happy first day of March. Today's the first day of March, y'all. Wow, it's already March. Jesus. How's everybody doing? Good to see you guys on a Friday night. What is happening, you guys? Good evening. Good evening indeed. All right. Good to see you guys hanging out in the chat, talking to each other. I love the side conversations. That's awesome. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody had a great day. Hope everybody had a great week. And we're ready to talk some stuff. We're ready to talk some news. We're ready to talk some toys. We're ready to talk some announcements. We're ready to talk some Japan. We're ready to talk some cool stuff. And whatever you guys want to talk about, of course, because this is your show. This is your live stream. All right. Hello, Cantinians. How are we doing? Let's go through the chat. Let's see who's hanging out with us, and then we'll talk about what's going on tonight. Dodgson. We got Dodgson here. Hey, Dodgson. How are you doing? Good to see you as always. Adam, how's it going, Adam? Good to see you. Hello, Vic. Oh, that's me. Nice. We've got Pico B1. Pico B1, what? It's your birthday weekend. Happy birthday, Pico B1. I'm glad to hear that. Happy birthday to you. Hope you have a fantastic birthday weekend. Make sure you get some celebrating in, but not too much celebrating, of course. Nice. So we got Paul in the house. Paul, how's it going, Paul? Thanks for joining us tonight. Mary, how's it going, Mary? Good to see you. Got Justin in the house. Hello, Justin. How are you doing? We got Tim. Tim, how's it going, Tim? Thanks for hanging out. Sweet. Off to a good little start here. July through November. How are you doing? Jason, how's it going, Jason? Good to see you as always. Nice. How are you guys doing? Are you doing well? Are you ready to talk toys? Are you ready to talk not toys? Should we talk like responsible adult stuff tonight, like financial responsibility? Or should we talk about interest rates? Should we talk about, I don't know, serious topic? No. This is the escape. This is where we come to talk anything other than those things we deal with Monday through Friday. Especially those of us who work the day job. We get plenty of that, plenty of stress during the week. So we ain't going to be talking that stuff, y'all. We ain't going to be talking that stuff. Britt, how's it going, Britt? Good to see you. Can you guys hear the plane flying overhead? There's a plane flying overhead. It's kind of loud. Talk about car blinkers. Yeah, some folks don't know they work. This is true, Jason. You got a point there. I don't know what it is, but some folks definitely don't know how to use their blinkers. It's funny how, like, you have to go back every 10 years to renew your passport. You have to renew your driver's license every, 6 years. You have to renew this. You got to renew that. But we never have to renew our driver's license. Isn't that kind of weird? Like, I kind of feel like that's kind of an important one because out of all those other things, like, this is the one that can, like, decide whether or not somebody lives or dies. And I'm not just talking about the driver. Why don't we got to renew our driver license? I mean, it would be a hassle. I hate having to go do any of that. But I mean, think about it. You got to renew this, and that. Why not, like, the big 2,000-pound machine that you're driving around, or 4,000-pound machine you're driving around, that can actually cause some damage. It's interesting to think about. Trevor, how you doing? All right, you guys. So we got a bit of a show tonight. So unfortunately, we don't have a guest. We had a guest, but life happens. Our guest, she wasn't able to make it tonight. So we will reschedule. Not to worry, we will reschedule. We'll have her back on in the near future. But I want to talk about a few things. So this is what I'm going to tell you about tonight. We have a big announcement. It's a huge announcement. It's a very big announcement. So I'm going to tell you that. I'm not going to make you wait too long either. I'll just repeat it later. We also have, I want to talk about some Star Wars collecting news. We have some news from Star Wars The Black Series. We have some news from SH Figuarts. We have some news from Hot Toys. We also have some news from Mattel Jurassic World. There was a new reveal today. It wasn't an official reveal because Mattel doesn't roll like that. They just kind of let leaks happen. And then when the leaks happen, they pounce on people reporting the leaks because they didn't officially announce them. It's weird. I don't know who's. I feel like, have you seen the Barbie movie? Like, I feel like there's probably like two boards that run Mattel. There's like whatever board they actually have, and then there's the one from the movie. I think that's really like the real other board. If you look at some of the decisions they make, oh, we can't have a male figure wearing a pink shirt. Let's give him a yellow shirt instead. Like, that's totally the Mattel board from the movie. Fitmatic, how's it going, my friend? Thanks for joining us tonight. Good question, July through November. Can you get Mr. Steve Evans on your show? Would you guys like that if Steve Evans was on the show? Let me know in the comments if you would like that if Mr. Steve Evans was on the show on Cantina Social Hour. Let me know what you think. Say yes if you want him to be on the show. And if you don't, I guess say no. So yeah, we're going to talk those things. We're going to talk the Bad Batch. And you may have noticed I released a brand new video today, a video that I'm very proud of, a video that's taken me months to edit, and a video that I'm very proud of because I put a lot of time into it. And it's very special to me because I love the subject matter that it's for. Yeah, it's my return to Japan video. And yeah, so that is something we're going to talk about. I'm going to talk about a little bit about the making of that video and why I'm so excited about it. And yeah, and then we'll answer your questions. We'll talk about new acquisitions, and we will talk whatever you guys want to talk about. Like I said, this is your show. You ask me the questions, I'll answer them as best I can anyway. And we'll just have a good time, right? It's Friday night. That's what it's about. So thank you guys for being here. Appreciate it a lot. So should Steve Evans be on the show? Pico B1 says yes, of course. Britt says that would be sick. July through November says hell yeah. Mary says that would be awesome. Adam says why not? Paul says we'd love to have Steve on the show. Are you guys prophetic or what? Are you prophetic or what? I'm glad that you guys think Steve Evans should be on the show because I'm going to reveal the big news right now. Next week, baby. Mr. Stevie himself, Steve Evans, will be on Cantina Social Hour Friday, March 8th, a little bit earlier at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 4 p.m. Pacific Time. So yeah, I'm glad you guys are excited. I arranged that really quickly. Like I just sent him a message and it's like, yeah, he said yes. So, and I did the graphic like in 0.3 seconds. The will of the force, you guys. Yes. Again, Mr. Steve Evans himself will be on Cantina Social Hour next Friday. Do not miss it. This is our big announcement. I'm so happy. I first met Steve back in 2016 at San Diego Comic-Con. And yeah, it's been great to stay in touch with him and to connect with him through the different conventions and such. So yeah, it's awesome that he's going to be on the show. If you're wondering who is Steve Evans, for some reason you live under a rock or something, well, he is the senior design director for Hasbro Star Wars and Hasbro Marvel and Marvel Legends. So I'm stoked that he's going to be on the show. We're going to talk a range of topics. We're going to talk a lot of different things about Star Wars, about what he does at Hasbro. We'll talk a little of the vintage collection. of course. And we're going to have a good time. So don't miss out. You know, I'm announcing it here for the first time. You guys get it first. Anytime there's a big announcement, as you know, we announce it here first on Cantina Social Hour. We don't to put it on the socials. We don't put it on the YouTube. Well, this is YouTube, I guess. We put it here on Cantina Social Hour. So if you're tuning into Social Hour, you're getting the dibs first. All right. You're getting the lowdown first. So, you know, definitely hit that like button. Leave a comment. If you're not subscribed, I mean, you're probably subscribed, right? How else would you be watching this? Yeah. Steve's great. He's got his YouTube channel. He's got his live stream that's starting on, it's going to be on Sundays. So tune in this Sunday to his show. I'll be tuning in. And I'm really looking forward to our chat. It's going to be a blast. And I'm hugely grateful that this worked out. So thank you, Steve. Thank you, Hasbro, for making this work. So you guys, next week, be there or be square. Be there, really, because I think catching it live is going to be the best way to catch this one, for sure. Of course, you'll always be able to watch the replay, but I do think that live is the best way. Because it's live, right? Anything can happen. Is my microphone sounding okay, by the way? I can't, because I'm talking through it, I can't really tell, you know, if it's actually working. One time it wasn't working, and I was like, even though it shows it's on, it's blinking and everything, but I just want to know it sounds good, if it sounds good. Yeah, so next week, you guys. Yeah, cool stuff. And I'm glad to see the enthusiasm in here. Yep, for sure. Good stuff. It is happening. Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. I'm stoked. Hello, Jacob. How's it going? Thank you, Britt. I appreciate that. All right. So you guys get it first. I'll mention it again later because, as you guys know, this is live. Not everybody's here right at the start of the show. So I'll mention this again a little bit later. But I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing the screen. You guys got it first. Nobody else knows about this unless they're tuned in. Well, now they're going to go talk about it on the socials and post about it. But you guys know about it first. Yeah. Thank you for being here. The pros and cons of being in the live stream when the live stream is live. I guess there's not really any cons to it, right? There's just pros, I guess. So if you're just tuning in, welcome. This is Cantina Social Hour. This is Friday night. This is March 1st, 2024. And this is our first stream of the month because it is March 1st. Yeah. Anyway. So, be sure you're tuned in next week. All right. So we got a brand new release. We're going to get right into it because there is a lot to cover. I anticipate we'll be going about an hour total in full. Unless there's more going on, then we'll go longer. Okay. Jurassic World Super Battle Attack T-Rex. We're going to start off with the Jurassic World thing that came out today. All right. So this, do I have the link? I have the link. All right. So this comes courtesy of Rakuten.com. This is a website. This is a Japanese website. They are listing this Mattel Jurassic World Super Battle Attack T-Rex. Now, this was posted on the social media accounts like Collect Jurassic and some of those other folks. And it was taken down. It was taken down because, like I was saying earlier, Mattel doesn't announce anything. There's no like press release saying, "Oh, this is coming out," because it's Mattel, I guess. And they're too cool for schools, so they don't do that. They don't roll that way. So, you know, people posted about this on social, and then Mattel went and said, "Hey, take it down. You shouldn't be sharing that. It's not announced. It's not announced yet." But it's never going to be announced, right? All we know is that it's going to show up in stores, and that's the announcement. So it's kind of counterproductive. Like, I think it's better that these people on Instagram and such and YouTube are doing the promotion for you, right? That's what I mean about the Barbie, you know, movie Mattel board. I think they're in charge because this is just weird stuff. This is really weird stuff. I don't really understand what's going on here. So yeah, they told some of these guys to take this down, right? Yeah. Bonkers. I don't understand it. But anyway, let's talk about the product here. We're going to talk about the product So this right here, um, let's zoom in here. So, as you guys know, every year, if you're a Jurassic collector, Mattel does a brand new Jurassic T-Rex in different iterations. And they've done that since 2018. Of course, they started with the Thrash and Throw T-Rex, then it was the Bite and Fight, then it was like the Epic Roarin', and then there's been several. Last year we had the JP93, the Red Rex, and we also had another one that had the capture gear. For this year, this is what they're showing so far. Now, as far as the dinosaur itself, I mean, it looks okay. It doesn't look like, I think we've had better than this. The sculpt's a little weird. Like if you look at it right here, it looks really strange. Like the tail is small. It's got really long chicken legs. The arms look kind of chunky. The head is kind of, I don't know, just the proportions of it look kind of odd to me. And this is one that, I've seen people remarking on, is that the teeth look kind of like shark teeth. They look kind of weird. And I do appreciate that they made them a little sharper. Like they actually look like teeth, but they're very long. Those are really long teeth. Like this Rex does not have gums or something. It's like the Indominus Rex. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to make of this one. I'm not really a fan of, based on what I'm seeing. I do appreciate that they do a new Rex every year, but this, this doesn't look like a great release, unfortunately. This is part of the Epic Evolution collection, as you can see, which ties into Chaos Theory, which is the new animated show for Jurassic. Yeah, just the way that it looks here, it's like crashing into the packaging, I guess. So it looks like it makes sounds, like it's electronic. I do see the button on the back of the tail. But yeah, the proportions just look really strange. I don't know. What do you guys think about this one? Do you like it? Are you going to pick it up? I mean, just looking at it, to me, it looks odd. So I don't think I'm going to get it. I mean, I say that, but then I see in the store and I'm like, oh, Jurassic Park T-Rex, give it to me. That's what happens. That's what happens. You guys know it full well. It's the truth. Okay, it's the truth. Gingivitis Rex. I love it, Jason. That's what we'll call it from now on. If you guys talk about this Rex in this show, in this chat, Gingivitis Rex is its name. Okay, Gingivitis Rex. It looks like it lost its pants. Yes, Adam, it does. Look at those long chicken legs it has. It looks like the, if you remember the Kenner, the Lost World, the junior T-Rex with the broken leg, it kind of looks like that, doesn't it? Like it doesn't look like a fully grown adult, especially with like that small head and that weird tail, like the short tail. It looks like it's not fully developed yet. Maybe Mattel didn't fully develop it into a proper T-Rex. I don't know. But either way, it's not quite there yet. Yeah, Dodgson, good point. It's been skipping leg day. Don't skip leg day, you guys, because that's equally important to arms, okay? Don't skip leg day. It has a face sculpt and the feet are downsized, which is a plus, and I'm not a fan of the action feature. Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll see. I kind of need to see it like in videos, but it just looks weird. This isn't their best Rex. Personally, for me, I really like the JP93 Rex, the Red Rex. I also really like the Epic Roarin', the one that has like the seizure and it's like shaking. I love that one. I don't know why. I know a lot of people hate it. I love that one. It's probably my favorite one, other than the Red Rex. Let's see what else. I mean, some of the other ones weren't bad either, but I think this is not going to be the best one. How dare fans give Mattel free advertising? That's what I mean, Britt. Like, come on, like you're not advertising anything. Let the fans do it. Like we're just having fun, right? We're excited about this stuff. We're excited about your product. We want to share your product, with the world, right? Some of us have the platforms to do that. And then you're asking us to take it down because you're not going to officially announce it anyway. Like I said, Barbie Mattel board is in charge. All right. They're making all the decisions here. You're right, Dave. It does look like an unofficial release. And how's it going, Dave? Good to see you. Yeah, it looks weird. It looks like a knockoff. I agree. It skipped arm day too. Yeah. I don't know. The arms are weird. Like they look a little too big, but they also look kind of notchy. Like, I don't know. You know what the legs remind me of? I'm just saying it now. They remind me of the Hasbro, the Chompin T-Rex. You guys remember the Chompin T-Rex? The one they did that was like $20 and it was like made of flimsy plastic. It didn't even want to stand. It would fall over, and it had the biting action, and the jaw was like curved for some reason. That's what it looks like. That's what the legs look like here. I don't get it. I don't know. All the Jurassic World resources, and we get this. It's not like we aren't crying for bigger HC dinos. I'm really kind of just focused on, at this point, the JP93 collection for the nostalgia factor, and also the Hammond collection. I really haven't been buying the mainline stuff. It's just gone way out of hand. I'm trying to get rid of a lot of what I have acquired over the years. I actually need a list on that VC Instagram market social that I have. Yeah, this ain't it. I like that they're doing new things each year, but I mean, at this point, they could have done way better than this. I'm not being mean. I don't think. I'm just being honest. Like, it doesn't look that great. It's weird. It's weird. Don't know what is going on. It looks like Batman. Yeah. Because of the eye paint. Yeah, I could see that. Let's switch over to that other picture where we can see that better. Yeah, and look at how wide that is. This isn't an Indominus Rex. Why is the mouth open that big? This is weird. At least the other mainline stuff released recently looks better. The attack packs this year looks really good. I agree, Dodgson. I guess I got out of it at the wrong time, because I will say their mainline stuff, other than this Rex, their mainline stuff, when you're talking about like the danger packs or whatever those attack packs are being called now, they look better than they ever have. That's the truth. The paint is better. The sculpts are better. They still look a little cartoony, but they have since 2018 for all intents and purposes, right? The larger dinos, the sculpts are getting better. The paint is getting better. I definitely, that's 100% true. The mainline stuff right now looks better than it has in a long time, which is pretty cool. But this is a step backwards. This is just odd. This is just really odd. I don't get this one at all. If Gingivitis Rex took a bite out of Apple Pyrex, what would happen? Yes, Apple Pyrex was a fun one. But there was two, right? Because they did like the first one, then they repainted it like a slightly different brown. Yeah, if this one took a bite out of Apple Pyrex, it would have dino damage, right? It would have battle damage. That's what would happen. It's got the sand coloring. Anakin hates sand. I hate sand. It's coarse. It gets everywhere. Yep, he would totally be saying that right now. Absolutely. He wouldn't like this Rex, because Anakin has good taste. He may not always be the most mature. He may not know how to approach women, but he has good taste in speeders, right? Right? He had to find the right one in Attack of the Clones. He had to make sure that it met his specifications and everything, right? He couldn't just grab any speeder. He had to pick the hot rod yellow speeder so he could catch up with Zam Wessel. And he has nice nice lightsaber designs, and he's got good style. I mean, look at his brown Jedi is unique, right? His outfit, yeah, he's got good style, but he doesn't like sand, and he would not like this Rex. I can tell you that right now. Give that T-Rex some braces. Give it something. The teeth aren't that bad. They're pretty straight. I think that he needs to have them filed down. I think that's what the T-Rex needs. He was great with kids, wasn't he, Adam? Yes, he was great with kids. No, he should not be. That man should not go into education. He had a Padawan, but he knows how to dress for the job he wants. He does. Always dress for the job you want, not for the job you have, okay? Somebody told me that once. 100% true. Highly recommended babysitter in the galaxy. Yeah, he's got great. He's got 5 stars on Uber. Wait, asking women if they're angels is a good pickup line. Yeah, you see, he had this problem ever since he was a kid. That's the thing. He was hanging around Mos Eisley Spaceport, and he was listening to the pickup lines in the cantina, I guess, because none of them worked. None of them worked. It wasn't until he went on a killing rampage that he finally got one of them's attention. So he got Padme's attention. So yeah, that kind of makes you wonder, like, There must have been something really deeply wrong with Padme, not with Anakin. Just saying. Anyway, that is the Gingivitis T-Rex designed by the Barbie Mattel board. Okay, we're going to switch gears here. Let's talk about Star Wars, the Black Series. Just for a moment. Just for a moment. Bear with me, okay? Bear with me. Bear with me. So we're going to come back to Jurassic, but we're going to jump over to Yakface's Instagram. Thank you, Jason. I know I'm always using your Instagram here to show stuff because you post everything. All right. So this section here is called Steals, Deals, and Reveals. And that's because if you look here, if you look here, there's a lot of deals going on. Am I on the right one? No, I'm not. Okay. Right here. So there are some deals going on. If you go to Target right now, Book of Boba Fett, if you can find the Tusken Warrior Massive, $13.99, half price. Price it probably should have been all along, if I'm honest. So that's a good price right there. Right here, the Star Wars Black Series Jabba the Hutt. All right, $49.91. What was it originally? Like $80? Yeah, like $80. This is a good deal. If you've been waiting on that one, good job. Well done. Reward yourself by getting it on sale. Also, this one right here. Star Wars The Black Series Starkiller and Troopers. This was the PulseCon exclusive this year that sold out within minutes. Okay. You can get it. It was $110, I think. Now it's $77.91. Right? Oh, Jabba's sold out. Is that so? Okay. Thank you, Adam, for letting me know. Jabba's sold out, people. You can't get Jabba unless it goes back in stock, which it may. Sometimes that happens. Keep an eye on the site. Yeah. So this one was majorly overpriced, and I kind of feel like it's still overpriced, but it is a better price, right? And then they're also clearancing some of these SKUs for Star Wars The Vintage Collection. So this right here, some stores have them half off. So you can buy them for $7.49 if you can find them. My local Target doesn't have this. They only have the deluxe packs clogging up the shelves, but they don't have single figures right now for TVC. So if you've been waiting it out, that's a good deal right there. Okay, that's a good deal right there. In addition to that, new Black Series reveal. I'm going to pull this from Jason's Instagram here. So yeah, it's the Walmart, the Black's exclusive, the Black Series Mandalorian Night Owl. Basically, it's the same body as Casca Reeves and Bo-Katan, but it's painted a little bit different shades of blue. I mean, it looks like those other ones, especially Casca Reeves. So if you're collecting these, enjoy. I'm going to skip this because, yeah, it's nothing special here. So, yeah, steals, deals, and this is the one reveal for this week. Did anybody get any of those deals? Yeah, so these are some pretty good deals considering what the prices were originally, but they're still overpriced. They're still overpriced. All right, we're going to go into the next topic here. Let's pull this up. All right, so there was another Mattel Jurassic that we're going to talk about as well. This is one that went up for pre-order this week. We had seen leaked images of it previously. And this, of course, is the Mattel Jurassic World Jurassic Park 93 collection, Dennis Nedry. as you can see right here from Jurassic Outpost's Instagram page. It is available on Target.com. You can pre-order it now. Yeah, so this is an interesting one. It is an interesting one because they're continuing with the JP93 line, which is awesome. I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that. And they're trying something a little bit different, but also maintaining that nostalgic feel of the Kenner Jurassic Park line. And that's basically what we see here with this pack. What do you guys think of this one? From what I've seen, this one is like a really mixed bag for a lot of people. Some people like it and some people don't like it. I'm going to go ahead and pull it up so you can see it a little bit better. We're going to go directly to Target.com. We'll have more pictures of it here. So this is priced $24.99. Not terrible. Not terrible. Here's the packaging right here. If it cooperates with us. So there's Dennis Nedry going after the Velociraptor. And this Velociraptor is painted to look kind of like the Hasbro JP3 Raptor. So this is an interesting one because, you know, with the last couple they did, the Alan Grant, the Ian Malcolm, they came with fantastical accessories reminiscent of what Kenner used to do for Jurassic Park back in the 90s. With this one, though, they kind of, I don't want to say jump the shark, but they did kind of go in a different direction. Because if you look at the Nedry figure, well, I mean, he's buff, right? He's buff. Like, this is totally like alternate universe. I do like that they emulated the accessories that the original figure came with, the Kenner figure. And also the red vest kind of reminds us of the Series 2 Dennis Nedry. But I don't know. I'm not feeling this one the same way I was the others. I would have preferred if they would have just given us, you know, the usual Nedry, his body as he normally is, with these same accessories. And, you know, where's the hatchling? You know, we should get a Dilophosaurus hatchling. The other two sets had hatchlings. This one does not. And why a raptor? Why a raptor? Why not a Dilophosaurus? I mean, I guess because they already did Dilophosaurus, right? With, was it Malcolm that came with the Dilophosaurus? I don't know why they didn't save that for Nedry, but why a raptor? We've got a million raptors. We got a million raptors. I would have preferred something a little more unique. The bike itself isn't bad. Like I said, I like the backpack. My dog is snoring. I don't know if you guys can hear her or not, so sorry about that. And then the bike, I like the bike. I like how it has the built-in missile launcher. The bike itself looks pretty cool with the green and orange, my high school colors. And then it's got a claw on the other side. So the bike looks fun. I really like what I see with the bike. And it looks a little bit like Owen's bike. I know one of the Owen figures came with a bike that kind of looked like that. Similar. It's just a little strange. And I think what makes it most strange for me is the Nedry figure, because the Nedry just looks a little odd. The head sculpt is great. It's just that why is it a different character with Nedry's head? I guess is what I mean. Like, I would have preferred if they stuck to like Nedry appropriate, just with different clothes. Because this one is just it's a little out there, which I don't think is necessarily a bad thing. I mean, I appreciate them doing things a little bit different. I would have preferred to have seen them a little more faithful to Nedry's like physique. And I would have liked another set alongside this one, because they did Malcolm and Grant at the same time. I would have liked to have seen this one and maybe Ellie Sattler at the same time, or Robert Muldoon. Probably Ellie would have been the best one, especially if she came with, you know, similar accessories to what she had in the Kenner line. I pre-ordered this because, you know, it's JP93 and it's still going to be fun, but it's a little strange. I just kind of feel like I wish that they would stick a little more close to the source material. In this case, the source material being not only Jurassic Park the film, but also the Kenner line being a big source because that's where they're taking their inspiration. But they're taking their inspiration and they're doing something. They're kind of going in another direction. And again, that's not a bad thing per se, but it is something. Your mileage may vary. Maybe you like this direction. I don't hate it. It's just I kind of feel like if Alan Grant would have come with the aerial net trapper, for example, like how awesome would that have been? If this figure would have come with the water gun, right? Like this, you could actually fill it up with water and spray it. How awesome would that have been? Like I kind of feel like kind of sticking a little more closely to the Jurassic Park Kenner line would have been a little bit better. Yeah, we need Ellie. Like I'm saying, Barbie Mattel board room having those meetings. I don't understand all the decisions. Some of them seem strange, but we definitely need Ellie. If they finish this JP3 line without giving us Ellie, that's going to be sacrilege. I think people are going to riot. Not all of them, but some will. I might. A Tim and Lex 2-pack, how cool would that be? Maybe you would do Muldoon with like a young juvenile T-Rex, right? Something like that would be pretty cool. I mean, if you think about it too, how many attack packs have they done over the years? They could do all these other species. Why not do a baby Metriacanthosaurus? Anything that was like in Jurassic Park. If you look at the maps, like certain things were in Jurassic Park that we didn't see on film. Like any of those would be kind of cool. Baryonyx, right? Like a young Baryonyx. A Pteranodon. Do a Dimetrodon painted like the Kenner version. How amazing would that be? I would love that. I would love a Kenner-inspired Dimetrodon. Right? Or the Pteranodon. I'm looking up the shelf. Or the Pteranodon. Or Coelophysis. They haven't even done have they done Coelophysis in the mainland? I don't think they have. What is the other one? Tanystropheus. Parasaur or Pachycephalosaurus. They haven't done Pachycephalosaurus since that original one in 2018, and they repainted a bunch of times, but they haven't done like a new sculpt. They could do that because the Kenner one is better than the Hasbro one or the Mattel one. Yeah, I mean there's Lycanops. Lycanops could be in these packs, right? I know you guys would buy Lycanops. Let's see what you guys are saying about this. Adam, you got the Adventure Series 2-pack. Very nice. I bought that one in January when it first went on sale. But yeah, they're still on sale. Justin says, I got the white Speeder and Groger for 25 at Hasbro Pulse. Oh, yeah. I got a couple of those too back in January. Roid Rage. I like it. Britt. Roid Rage. Dude is ripped. Pico B1 says. Britt says, I'm not getting it, but it makes me happy. Adam says Jurassic Park, Power of the Force. Yep, definitely has those Power of the Force 2 vibes from 1995. Jason says Nedry's gone from fat to thick. Yeah, he's ripped. Dodgson, not entirely sold in it. Nedry with the ripped figure I'm cool with. The bike and the Raptor are the ones that I'm not on board with. Fair. Britt, another Naked Claws Raptor. Mary, reuse of Mercenary. Good question. It looks like it. I would say that's probably accurate. Like, at least the legs, the arms, and the brown belt. Like, to me, that does look like the Mercenary. The upper torso looks different, and of course, the head looks like it came from the San Diego Comic-Con Dennis Nedry. It's an interesting set. Dave, I really like this one, but it's definitely not focused when it comes to theme. Yeah, I think that's kind of, yeah. Like if you think about the Kenner line, when they did the any of those Kenner figures, Alan Grant with aerial net trapper. Well, it's an aerial net trapper to trap the baby Pteranodon he comes with because those fly, right? Tim Murphy, right? He comes with this this snare so you can grab the neck of the Brachiosaurus he comes with, right? And he also comes with a cage that fits perfectly that Brachiosaurus inside, right? Ellie has that hook, right? The grapple gun with the hook. And she comes with a baby triceratops, right? Like all of those, like they were themed, like everything was meant to work together. The same for Muldoon. He came with the bazooka because he came with the baby raptor, and you can't get close to those things, as we know. The world building that Kenner created for the Kenner line for Jurassic Park 93 was meticulously, thoughtfully done. And these JP93 packs, they're intending to pay homage to that, but there's no cohesive theme here. So that's a really good point, Dave. There's no focus. It's just kind of like, oh, let's throw a raptor in here. Oh, let's throw a bike in here. It doesn't really make a lot of sense. And I would say the same was true for the Ian Malcolm pack and the Alan Grant pack. Like the things that came with them don't really like tell a story. And I think when you're talking about world building, you're talking about toys that are at this scale, that are intended to, dinosaurs and humans together, you need to have a story. And I don't think that they're really telling a story with this per se. I mean, they have the right idea. I love the playability. I love that they're trying to pay homage to the Kenner line, but they're not really doing it in a way that is aligned with the storytelling and world building methodology that Kenner employed back in the day. Britt, your dog is also snoring. Not to mention why they repaint the Raptors painted like a 2001 Raptor. Last time I checked, thought it was a 93 Classic line. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it doesn't really... That would have been cool if they would have done that in the main line, right? For an attack pack, just by itself. For this line, though, I mean, come on. Kenner 93. I'm telling you, Lycanops, Tanystropheus, Parasaurolophus, like any of those would have been great in here. Dimetrodon. The bike for me is strange. If they were doing a bike, I wish they'd have done the evil Raiders and Dino Trackers. Yeah, that's fair. Enhanced arm articulation on Nedry is interesting. So what is different? Because I mean, though, as I see it, it looks like it's the same arms from the Mercenary, like Mary was saying earlier. So I don't think there's going to be anything different from that. Yes, we do, Dave. Jason, we need a jacked John Hammond. That was one of Kenner's biggest omissions, was not having Hammond and not having Lex in the main line. Mattel can fix that. I'm telling you. Tim and Lex 2-pack. And John Hammond with some pretty wild accessories like an amber cane shooting cannon. Right? It just shoots amber canes. He comes with like 5 of them. You load them in the cannon and he just goes poof, 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 shoots them all. Hope she's coming in the next Beyond the Gates. I hope so too. Dodgson, we need Ellie. Jason is... Oh, you're thinking like me, Jason. His cane turns into a minigun. Buff Tim and Lex. Okay, buff Tim and Lex. They fly now. Yeah. Dodgson says, I hope it's not a SDCC exclusive. I hope none of this Jurassic Park 93 line it becomes an exclusive. I hope it's all like Target. So yeah, that is that set right there. So of course we will switch focuses once again. Like I said, I pre-ordered it, but I'm not 100% sold on the direction because there's not really like a story behind this. There's not really a focus here. All right, we got a brand new Bandai Tamashii Nations SH Figuarts announcement. This one comes straight from SH Figuarts' website. This is the Ahsoka from the Ahsoka show. Now, they are doing Ahsoka from The Mandalorian Season 2, but this one is specifically from her show. And this one goes for pre-order, I think, on March the 4th. And the release is July 2024, so it's not terribly long. But yeah, there's, as you can see here from the pictures, she looks cool. I think if you take me back to 2017, 2018, the stuff that Figuarts was doing at that time was out of this world, way beyond what Hasbro was doing. But Hasbro has improved so much, and SH Figuarts has just kind of stayed complacent with where they were at that time, that it kind of makes it hard to spend the extra money to get one of these figures, because you're not really getting your value for the money at that point anymore. But I think it looks pretty good. I like how she comes with those two motion effect blades. That's actually a really cool pose. There's also a little bit of like an anime sort of look to her. There's a little bit of an anime aesthetic, I would say. I think the sculpt looks pretty good. I don't think it's 100% there, though. Like, I guess when I look at it, she looks a little... Her forehead looks a little big. Her eyes look pretty amazing, though. I mean, look how lifelike those eyes are. I love that she has a soft goods robe. That is a cool head face plate right there. You know she's fighting Anakin right there. Will they update Anakin from Ahsoka for SH Figuarts? Time will tell. Time will tell. She looks a little like Darth Maul in that picture. I don't know why. Maybe it's the teeth. So yeah, I mean, I haven't really been keeping up with Figuarts. I do still have many of the ones that I had back in 2017, 2016, when they were doing like Darth Maul, and they were doing, Anakin from Attack of the Clones and Padme, and that era. That was like the best. C-3PO, R2-D2. Those are still the best representations in 6-inch. So I think this it's nice. I don't know if I'm going to spring for it, though. I don't know if I'm going to spring for this one. But hey, options, right? We're collectors. We like options. Some of us collect them all. Some of us pick and choose. In this case, I'm going to pick and choose because the scale is, my focus is obviously 3 3/4 inch. When it comes to Star Wars, at least. But I like having options. What do you guys think? What is the price point on this? Does it say? So this is from SH Figuarts' website, and price is 13,200 yen. To US dollars, that is $87.94 as of right now. The exchange rate fluctuates. And right now it's really low. It has been for a long time. So the dollar is stronger against the yen at this point, and has been for some time. So yeah, you're going to be paying close to $90. I don't think it's going to be that much, though. I think if you get it through Ami, or you get it through Hobby Link Japan or one of those sites, I think you'll be able to get it for closer to $60. That would be my guess. But if you get it through like Big Bad Toy Store, then yeah, you're going to pay like $90 for sure. Because those guys, any of the imports that you buy from American websites are going to be a lot more expensive. Is this my pal Tom in here? Tom, what's going on, Tom? I'm glad to see you. Grumpy Tom in the house, you guys. Grumpy Tom. Fatmatic says, I'm getting this over the Mayfax version. Cool. Yeah, so, if this is for you, awesome. It looks like she's got at least 3 face plates that she comes with, so you can change her face around. So that is cool. And Black Series and the Vintage Collection haven't quite updated her head to look more like the Ahsoka series. So I'm glad that at least there's an option to do that. So that is that. That is that. All right. So I know some of you fine folks. I told you guys at the top of the show, I'm going to bring this back because not everybody was present at the start of the show. So if you missed our big announcement, I'm going to go ahead and show it here again. All right, the big announcement that we revealed exclusively here on Cantina Social Hour. The one and only Steve Evans will be our guest next week, Friday, March 8th, at an earlier time. We'll be coming on at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 4 p.m. Pacific Time. All right, so it'll be an earlier show. It's going to be weird because it's still going to be daylight here. But we're going to come on earlier. We're going to talk to Steve. We're going to have a good time. We're going to talk the vintage collection. We're going to talk collecting. We're going to talk about how awesome collecting is, how awesome toys are. And we're going to talk about Steve's story as a toy collector and about his role. Now that he's back as the senior designer for Hasbro Star Wars. So if you missed that announcement at the top of the show, that is our big announcement, our big news for tonight. And it's going to be a time. Definitely be sure that you are here. I know you will be, because it's going to be fun. All right. It's going to be a time. All right. So we have another reveal for this week, another Star Wars reveal. Let's pull this one up here. We're going up in price. Okay. We're going up in price from Black Series to Machinations to Hot Toys. All right. Just revealed this week, a very unexpected, very out of left field reveal was shown to us this week. This is the Mandalorian Super Commando as seen for 0.2 seconds in Ahsoka. I saw somebody comment that why are they making a figure of a character that only showed up for 5 seconds in the show? You're being generous. It was less than 2 seconds. It literally was. You see it for a blip. She cuts him down. Ahsoka cuts him down, and then he's gone. And then you see another one in the background, and then that one's gone too. I mean, that's Hot Toys for you. This is the kind of thing that they do sometimes. So let's go and look at some of the photos here, because I actually haven't looked through the photos of this one. I know that it was announced and put up for pre-order, but I haven't looked through the photos myself. So let's look at them together. What do you say? You know, it looks good. It does look good. The pants look different from the other Mandalorian figures they've done. The flight suit actually looks a little bit different. The upper part of the suit kind of looks like Mando's suit. More so than, say, like Axe Woves or one of those other Mandos. Or the Death Watch Mandalorian. It says newly developed helmet and jetpack. It's a good looking figure. But it's one of those, like, if you get it, it's like, do I need one? Do I need two? I don't know. It's got the rifle. It's got the little wrist shield. I mean, these guys are prominently featured in the Clone Wars. You think back to season 7, you know, the very end of the Clone Wars, the Siege of Mandalore. These guys are there. These guys are there. You can see that it comes with a base. Is that the same sand base we've seen like 30 times? I like how the blaster has some gold on it, right? It's got like a bronzy look to it. That's cool. It's a great looking figure, but then it makes me wonder, are they going to do like the other Mandalorians too? Like the blue suited ones that fought against these guys? Are they going to do Gar Saxon? Are they going to do the other Mandalorians that didn't have the horned heads? Interesting to think about. And interesting that they did label it as Ahsoka, because this could have just been under the Clone Wars banner, but it says Ahsoka. I guess they're trying to capitalize on the series because it is the freshest Star Wars live action series. It looks good, you guys. I don't know. Those of you who collect Hot Toys, are you going to pick this up? Picture here with Darth Maul or Maul. I'm not a fan of that mall figure. That's actually I had that mall figure at one point, but I've only ever once returned to Hot Toys because I just flat out didn't like it. And it was that mall figure because it had single jointed elbows. The outfit was very restrictive to get good poses. It just was a really meh figure, and it just wasn't fun. So I did return it. Um, but I hear that it's ticked up in sales because Sideshow's website actually lets you see what the best sellers are, and it has trended upward since this was revealed. This Mandalorian Super Commando was revealed this week. So people kind of want Maul to go with their Super Commando. I mean, yeah, that would be a cool display, but you'd probably need two, right, to really make it look great, unless they do Gar Saxon or they do the other ones that don't have the horns on their heads. This is all the accessories you get. So you get the base. It looks like a sand base, but it doesn't look like the same one from that they've done a million times over. It's got a crotch grabber instead of a waist grabber. I know that sounds horrible, but that's how we call the bases. And that's preferable that it has the crotch grabber because it's better for holding on to the figures. Multiple hands. You get the pistol, and then you get the larger blaster. It's a good looking figure. Ain't gonna lie. It's a really nice looking figure. It's $265 up for pre-order now, and then the final figure ships January 2025 to June 2025. That's the 6-month window. They don't know exactly when it's going to ship, but it's expected to ship within that window. Leia, how's it going, my friend? Thank you for tuning in here. Appreciate that very much. Peak Obi-Wan Clone Wars is hot and nostalgic. Thank you, Tom. Justin, I agree. Wish we could get some bounty hunters from the Clone Wars. That would be awesome if we could. Obi-Wan in disguise, that would be brilliant. Yeah, imagine that. Imagine if they did do Obi-Wan in his Mandalorian disguise. Like, that would be pretty interesting. But does he have the Obi-Wan head, or does he have the plastic surgery head? It's priced a little high considering hair is $265 with that head sculpt. I agree, Mary. I think that is absolutely true. It is priced a little high. Did you pre-order this, Mary? I'm curious if you did. I have not. I don't know if I will. Maybe later. I don't know. It's not really they've done so many Mandos, and I'm very happy with the ones that I have, but I don't feel like I need this one. Like I said, I don't have that mall figure anymore. If I did, then, I'd probably be more inclined to want to get one of these, but at this time, probably not. I'm not planning to. Anyway, at this point. So, yeah. Tommy, how's it going? Check out this Arctic Batman. Tommy, you're never going to let me off the hook unless I review that Kenner Arctic Batman, are you? I'm looking on eBay, Tommy. They're still kind of expensive, but if you find a good deal, you let me know. You send me a message and I'll look at it. Otherwise, if you want to send me one, I'll be happy to review it. Okay? We can even do it here over Cantina Social Hour, or we'll review it live. But thank you. Thank you. Haven't decided? Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at too. I'm leaning towards no, but I haven't pulled the trigger yet. I mean, there's just so many. Like, if you think about Ahsoka, they're going really deep, and I'm still waiting for Baylan Skoll. I'm waiting for Shin Hati. I'm waiting for Morgan Elsbeth. I mean, those are the three I really want. But I have a feeling that we're not going to get them, especially Baylan. I think things are just kind of complicated with his estate. Just because that's a whole, it's not easy given the situation. It really isn't. The Black Series figure we got because that was in production at the time that, that he passed. But vintage collection, Hot Toys, Ray Stevenson hadn't passed when they made when the Black Series figure was in production, but I think it's going to be kind of complicated to get him in the other lines, unfortunately. We can still get Shane Hati, or we can still get Morgan Elsbeth, but I don't know if that's going to happen. I kind of feel like if we were going to get those two at least, they probably would have already announced him. I really hope we do, though. I mean, for me, those would be instant pre-orders. Hu Yang would probably be very tempting. Anakin, I think we're going to get Anakin. I have a strong feeling we're going to get him for sure. Yeah, I'm not sure we're going to get some of the other ones that that we really should already have for pre-order by now. What about Carson Teva? You guys want Carson Teva Hot Toys? Too many Mandos? Yeah, there's a lot of Mandalorians. And it's kind of cool in a way because as collectors, we went so long without any kind of Mandalorian like figures and stuff. I know like Hasbro did some back in 2007 in that time frame. But then it was just kind of like a drought until the Mandalorian show. And now we've got so many of them. We have so many of them now. So that's kind of cool, but yeah, it's kind of a little overdone. Ezra, yeah, good point, Adam. Ezra 2 would be one. I don't know if we're going to get Ezra. I think they're going to wait until we see him again in live action. It's kind of what I'm thinking. If anything, I have a feeling if they do Ezra from Ahsoka, I think we would get him the way he looks in the hologram that Sabine's looking at the beginning of the series. Hasbro did him in Black Series based on that hologram. And I think if Hot Toys does an Ezra, it's going to be his Jedi look, just the way Hasbro did it. That's what I think. I'm calling it now. If they do an Ezra, that's the one we're going to get. Unless they wait until season 2 of Ahsoka. Or whatever his next live action appearance is. All right, so those are all the new reveals for this week. Why don't we talk about the big, well, I was going to say the big news, but we already talked about the big news. The other big news is that I released a video today. I don't release a lot of videos these days, guys, as you know. But when I do, I want them to count. This video was in production since October. It's a long video. It's 35 minutes. It's not as long as my toy collection video. That was a full hour and a half. This one here, though, is a solid, it's like 34 minutes or something. Oh, it says it right there. Yeah, 34 minutes, 43 seconds. This video, as you guys know, I went to Japan in September, October. It was my second time there. I absolutely adore Japan. It's probably my favorite place to go, like as far as other countries. And I haven't been to every country, obviously, but of the ones I have been to, I could be there anytime and be perfectly happy. This right here is the thumbnail for the video. I'm really proud of how this video turned out. I hope you can feel the passion behind my love and thrill and excitement for Japan through this video, because I put everything into this video. Like I said, I don't do a ton of videos these days, but when I do, I want them to count. I want them to feel special. And for me, this is one of those videos. Like, I think this is one of my best videos. It kind of borders on travel blog, like kind of territory, but it also does focus on toys, because we do go to Toy Sapiens, of course. We go to other toy stores in Tokyo. And It's funny, you look at this photo here, this thumbnail, this is actually real, like, this is not, like, Photoshop, like, that's the photo that was taken, like, it just turned out that way because Japan is, you know, it's gorgeous, right? So, like, that is not edited at all. It's actually kind of out of focus a little bit, which but actually, I used it as a thumbnail because I thought it was brilliant. I didn't take that one, my husband has to get the credit for taking that photo. Um, but yeah, the video is off to a slow start, I will say. There hasn't been a lot of, like, traction on it, and I don't know because it's not really like a toy video per se. I mean, it is, but it isn't. And it is a long video, so I'm hoping that maybe people just see the runtime. They're like, "Oh, I'm gonna come back to it during the weekend when I have more time." I'm hoping that's what it is. But it's always like that with YouTube. Anytime you make a video you're so proud of and happy about and excited for having put the time and work to have done, those are always the ones that seem to get the least amount of attention for whatever reason. Gotta love YouTube. Gotta love the algorithm. Anyway, I do want to take a peek at the video itself. Give you a little preview of this, just in case you haven't seen it yet. I hope that the sound comes through. If for some reason it doesn't, I know you'll let me know. Hopefully there's not an ad at the beginning of the video. YouTube puts ads on my stuff without me even knowing these days.
If I am not from you, why do you feel like home? When I visit you, how do you nurture my soul so purely? I am far away, but you beckon to me like raindrops in the desert. When I leave you, why does a piece of me stay behind in your care? Is it the way the sunlight bathes over your mountains early each morning? Or the way the rivers careen through your ancient cities? Could it be the way you wear the richness of your culture on your sleeve? Or the way you nourish my hunger with quality and care? Perhaps it's the peace I feel when I walk in the rain in Kyoto, or enjoy a helping of Kobe beef in Kobe. Maybe it's the serenity I feel in the shadows of your greatest temples, or the sensations I feel when immersed in the lights of Shinjuku. No matter the day, no matter the hour, I look forward again to the day I am again enveloped in your power.
Hyundai Elantra versus Honda Civic. Look what Elantra has. And what
All right, so yeah, that's your little preview at the beginning. Yeah, I know. I don't know what's with the ads. They put them in. I don't even know where they put the ads. They're just like, let's put the ad right at the beginning, 10 seconds into the video. Thank you, Justin. That's very sweet. Thank you. It is a long video, but you know, I hope if you take the time to watch the whole video that you will enjoy it. I promise you there's toys in it. There are toys in there. Sounded like a love letter, Jay. There are toys in there. You do see some cool things. Now, I did see a mention here. Dodgen, so I noticed you credited Matt Brando at the end of special thanks. Yes. So Matt was very kind. And let's see if I can actually find it here in the video. If I can, I will play it for you so you can see why he's credited. He actually, okay, right here. Okay, so Nintendo, Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. I love the game. I love the game. I haven't played it lately, but I was spending hours on it like last year. And basically, if you played the game, you know what happens. If you have enough spirit orbs, you go in and you exchange your spirit orbs for either heart containers or for stamina vessels. And I filmed this when I was there because of the game. But Matt was really cool to have edited this little piece together for me. So that this is why he's credited for this little part right here. Yeah, so that's me being a nerd in the middle of Tokyo. But yeah, so Matt did that. He did the effects. That was fun. So thank you, Matt, again for doing that. Yeah, so that is the video. If you're interested in Japan, if you're interested in cool, fun toys, hot toys, Tamashi Nations, there's even Hasbro stuff in there a little bit. By all means, please check it out. It's one of my it's one of the videos I'm most proud to have completed. And I'm happy that it's out there now for the world to see. I filmed over 150 clips to make this video, and to sift through all of them, to clean them up, to do voiceovers, to you know, add whatever effects needed to be enhanced, to make sure all the music was in place, all original Victoria's Cantina music in there, all music, every music in here, other than like what's going on in the background when I'm walking around in places. But any of the music here is my own original music. So this is a really special video to me. I put 100% into it. So I hope you watch it. I hope you like it. Because I thought it was fun. And like I said, I did go to Japan in 2017, and I did 2 videos for that one, for that trip. But they're a lot more toy focused. This is more like Jason was saying, like kind of like a love letter kind of thing. I feel like that's what this video is. It's a love letter to Japan. It's a love letter to how special it is. How, you know, the ancient is juxtaposed with the modern when you're walking through these cities. How everything kind of just meets in the middle. And if you're there and you're in the frame of mind to love that and to appreciate that history and to have that optimism about harmony and about peace, then I think you would really like the video, and I think you'd like to go to Japan, because it's every time I go, I never want to come back. Like, honestly, I just love being there. I just love being there. And I say we have lost about 15 folks, so in the last few minutes. So not everybody loves Japan. I'm sorry, guys. But hey, this is my live stream, so I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about. And it's your stream as well. Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, Dodson, he put the special effects in that one clip. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, it was a little challenging for me to do that. I tried, and I didn't do very well, and he was able to help me with that. 2015 to 2016, YouTube was something else to peak the entertainment toy race. I agree, Dodgson. Nothing will ever surpass, like, you know, I started, it's been almost 11 years now, but when I started in 2013, like, there wasn't a lot of people doing toys, but then 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, I think those were like the best years to be doing toy reviews on YouTube. It hasn't been the same since. YouTube, just in general, I think it's kind of gone downhill in a lot of ways, just with the way the algorithm works and how big it's gotten and how many people are all doing the same thing. So, yeah, thank you, Dodson. That's how I originally found your channel. Well, that's cool. I didn't know that, Jason. Yeah, someday you should definitely do that, Jason. You should go there. The shots of you going up Tokyo Tower are super cinematic. So I'll give you guys a little spoiler here about that. When I went into Tokyo Tower and I was going up the elevator, I forgot to film myself going up the elevator. When I came down, though, I filmed myself going down. I filmed like outside the window as I was like going down. So what I had to do is I had to reverse the shot so that it looks like I'm going up at the beginning and then I'm going down at the end, because I forgot to do that shot. There was a few other shots I forgot to do, which I was a little bummed about, because, you know, when you're making a video like this, you want it to be perfection, right? But it's just kind of like, okay, nobody's perfect, right? Like when you're there, you're just so immersed. At least me, I'm so immersed. I'm so in the moment. I'm taking everything in. I'm loving it. I'm feeling peaceful and serene, and I'm just happy to be there. And when it's hard to remember everything about like content creation when you're in those moments. So yeah, there's other things I wanted to film that are not in here. I think I got all the big stuff. I definitely got all the well, probably 90% of the toy places I went to are in here. And they're part of that adventure. But that adventure, if you watch the video or have seen the video, you know it's much more expansive than just toys or toy stores, right? But Toy Sapiens is pretty darn cool. If you watch the video, you know what I'm talking about. It's an awesome store. Thank you, Fatmatic. Tim, thank you. Please enjoy. Pico B1, never been overseas, just to Canada. There's time, right? There's time. Am I going to Celebration 2025? I don't know. I'd like to. Initially, yes, I was planning on going, but it's in April, I think, which is kind of a weird time because, you know, if you're a classroom teacher, we get fall break, we get Thanksgiving, we get the holiday break, we get spring break, then we get summer, right? It would be very hard for me to just go to Japan in April with that, you know, with that being the schedule, right? If it was a different kind of job where you didn't have that kind of schedule, you know, you could just go whenever you wanted to take vacation, that'd be a different story. But for me, it'd be kind of hard to just go in the middle of April. So maybe I'd love to. I'd really love to, but I don't know. I don't know yet. Jason, I'd be stuck in the Tamashi store and all the gashapon stops looking for keychains I never use. You know, I haven't even opened. I bought a lot of gachapons and I haven't even opened most of them. I opened one in this video. If you watch the video, you know what it is, but I think that was the only one I've actually opened. I don't think I've opened any others. I know what they are because you can see inside the capsule, but I haven't gone around to opening. Maybe I should do that this weekend. I probably should do that this weekend. Which it's so cool too, because when you're there and you're looking at the gachapon machines, sometimes you go to them and you see baskets on top. And what those are meant for is so that you can recycle the capsules. So you open it up, you take your prize out, you keep that, and then you put the empty capsule up in the basket, and then they can recycle them and reuse them. So I think that's pretty cool. We really need gachapon machines in the US. I mean, I've seen a couple, like when I go to like a comic book store, like that kind of thing, but we really need, instead of those like ones that you put 50 cents in and you twist and you get like a long sticky hand, or you get like a little plastic like toy soldier, like we need like quality ones, or like a big gumball. Ugh. Like we need like quality like gachapon machines. We do need those. So yeah, Return to Japan. If you haven't checked it out, please do. Let me know what you think once you do. I love Japan, you guys. I just feel so at home there. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like an introverted thing or what, but I just feel so like comfortable and so peaceful and so tranquil. I love the food. I could just eat that food. That'd be my diet the rest of my life. I'd be happy. I love the historic, ancient feeling. I love the technology, the bullet trains. Like, come on. The transportation is just so amazing. Like, I'm jealous that we don't have transportation like that figured out in the US. It's all like drive your car to LA and be stuck in traffic for 3 hours from San Diego. Like, that's ridiculous. You know, if this were Japan, you would just take the bullet train, you'd be there in 40 minutes. Like, it's frustrating, very frustrating. So yeah, that is the video. My video. Let's talk new acquisitions. Actually, no, let's talk the Bad Batch really quick. No spoilers. Okay, I'm not going to do that to you guys because I know you all haven't probably seen it yet. I'm sure a lot of you have, but not everybody. Episode 4 came out this week. Another solid episode. I'm really enjoying The Bad Batch this season. It's its best season yet so far, just based on those 4 episodes. I think it'll continue that trend. The animation looks gorgeous. The music, the soundtrack is great. The soundtrack is great. Some of the best animation, like music I've ever heard for an animated series, especially like a Star Wars series. I really like the story where this is going. I think the characters are very well written this season, and I'm really excited to see where things go. Just give me more Palpatine. I definitely want more Palpatine this season. I think we'll get more of him too. So check it out if you are watching The Bad Batch. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. At least we're getting some Star Wars content. Many onions were cut. All right, we're going to talk new acquisitions here. And I actually haven't gotten anything. So how are we going to talk new acquisitions, you say? I'm going to tell you. You guys know I love my droids, and I've been telling you about droids every stream, right? Okay. I have another droid to show you. This one was done using salvage parts that my bounty hunter secured for me at Droid Depot at Galaxy's Edge Disneyland, and a dome that I bought on eBay, and legs that came from one of my other, from a droid that was built for me by the bounty hunter. So let me turn him on. All right, you guys, here he is. Here's my new little pal. Here's my new little pal. So the name of this guy, this cute little guy here, this little friend, is CR411ST. Let me explain the name. CR411ST. This is an R4 dome right here. I know in Revenge of the Sith, Obi-Wan had a droid and it did not have that dome. It had an R2 style dome. My only guess is that he damaged the dome and he had to replace it or something. This is an R4 dome. This is what they look like. They're these are really tall, like conical shaped domes. Right? This is a C series body. That's why the designation is CR, right? Because this is a C series, like chopper type body. Thankfully, when at Droid Depot, they did this thing where you can buy, if you buy a C series droid, it comes with this great part, which is called a droid extender. And it enables you to use these R series legs, which are longer than the C series legs, on your C series droid. As you may have seen when I was showing you CH33P cheap, and also my blue droid last week, when I was showing you that one, C114V, if you guys remember, the blue and white one. They have the C body, but they don't have the extender attached right now. So they're just using C series legs because they're shorter. For this one, I wanted to have at least one droid in my collection that uses the extender. So I do have the droid extender on here, and I have the R series legs on here so that I can use that extender. It just kind of gives it a unique look. So he does have the little, like a C series droid, he does have the little claw right there. And he's got the remote. So he is paired, I think. Oh, there we go. So this one has, as you can, it sounds like Chopper, right? It sounds like a C-series droid because it is the C-series body. I do intend to put a personality chip because I don't really like the Chopper sounds in a droid that's not really, it's kind of like, it's a hybrid, right? It's a CR droid. I will put a personality chip in here. I don't know which one yet. I haven't decided. I need to get some more, actually. Have my bounty hunter go to Batu and do that for me. But yeah, I love this guy. And I also, my bounty hunter got me these leg inserts, because when you build a droid, you can choose your leg inserts. And they come in blue, red, black, and white. But they also sell these metallic ones for $13 a set. And that includes these. It includes for the R series, it includes like the 2 front ones. It includes all the ones that go like on the sides. It's pretty good deal. And so my bounty hunter got me these blue metallic ones. And I used them. They don't really look too metallic, but it matches really closely the shade of blue that the body has on the C-series droid. So that's why I opted to use that here. Unfortunately, they don't really do the orange parts anymore. So otherwise I would have bought orange parts, but they don't sell those anymore. Droid Depot, the panels. Backstory for this guy is that he was a former technician at Star Tours, hence the orange, white, and blue Star Tours colors, who has since retired and moved to my Cantina, where he now lives happily with all my other droids. That's the backstory. Yes, I do have backstories for my droids. Yeah. So that is my new little friend right here. My new little friend right here. CR411ST. The 11ST, I feel like I need to sneeze. The 11ST is because Star Tours ST, which reopened in 2011 as Star Tours The Adventures Continue. So I think about these things. I know I'm nutty, but I think about these things, you guys. So this is my new little droid. And my new acquisition for this week. All right. That's a good point, Jason. Ahsoka colors. Yeah. Could be Ahsoka's droid too. Thank you, Britt. You like the colors? Nothing much to buy lately, just the making TVC customs. No acquisitions. Anybody else? Any acquisitions this week? Last time I went to a slum meet, I found a JP3 Pteranodon that goes with Eric, so I have a complete set. I also found a Planet Terror Grindhouse poster for $5. Nice. Thank you, Mary. If you guys ever have any questions about droids for Galaxy's Edge, you want to go, you want to build, you want to buy one on eBay, let me know, because I'm happy to impart any little tidbits of information I may have. All right. We're going to move into our last segment here, Q&A. If you have any questions you'd like to ask, feel free to drop them here in the chat. Britt says she picked up the Black Series Glavis Ringworld Mando. I have that one too. I haven't opened it, but everybody says it's a great figure. It's way better than the older Mandalorians. Tim's asking, what do you think the next TVC HasLab will be? A vehicle, plate, or place? I know I've said it before. I personally want the Cantina. The Death Star would be great too, but I have space walls. And I have shells, right? I have black shells, so I put them on there. It looks like the Death Star kind of, right? I want the Cantina. I need the Cantina. I yearn for the Cantina, right? Like that's, you guys know, that's my jam, the Cantina, right? I love my aliens and stuff, so I need my Tonica sisters, and I need our Leo Shus, I need a new Wooher, I need Zizit, I need Rejask. There's plenty of figures that I need from the Cantina, but I need the diorama, right? I really need that. They did an amazing job with this right here, the Boba Fett's throne room, or Jabba the Hutt's throne room right here. Amazing job. Amazing job. I want that, but a Cantina, but bigger. But bigger. I want the bar section. I want the alcoves. I want the entryway where Luke walks down the stairs and somehow R2 walks like kind of goes like this and hobbles down. And then the droid detector goes off and Wooher says that there are no droids in the Cantina. I I need all that, right? I want the whole thing. I want the whole cantina. I want it to be the best cantina setup I could ever imagine. That's what I want. Vehicles, I love vehicles. I really do. How many times have I bought the Republic gunship? I've lost count. How many times have I bought Jedi Starfighters? I've lost count. Like I love these vehicles. They're amazing. But we have the big Millennium Falcon. We have the big AT-AT. We have the Imperial Shuttle. We have the small Jawa Sandcrawler, but we have one. We have the B-Wing. We have the Star Tours shuttle. We have the X-Wings. We have Y-Wings. We have TIE Fighters. We have the Ghost. We have the sail barge. We have the Razor Crest. I don't need more vehicles at this time. I don't need more vehicles at this time. What I need is the cantina. What I need is the cantina. Okay? When the day comes that cantina gets made, whether it's a HasLab or not, when the day comes that those Tonica sisters get made, I can ride off into the sunset. I'd say peace out. Yeah, Space Walls are great. Space Walls are great. It's too bad they kind of went out of business. Definitely their first version, Amanda. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. Mary, also want the cantina. Great minds, Mary. July through November, very strong rumors of TVC HasLab this year. I wouldn't be surprised, if I'm honest. I wouldn't be surprised. Let's go with the cantina. Yes. I don't know what this one means. Woo her is the stretch goal. Maybe. I think we definitely need a woo her though, right? He's the bartender. You know, it'd be awesome if we got Chalman in there. Chalman's cantina, right? What if we got the Wookiee owner of the cantina on a TVC card? Can you imagine? Can you imagine how awesome that would be? The roof would come down. You've got a fever and the only prescription is more cantina. You know me all too well, Britt. You know me all too well. Mary, we need to chop it up about the cantina next live stream. Let's do it. Let's all you guys should do that. You should type in cantina next week, right? Cantina. Trevor, same. I've wanted a proper cantina for years. Yeah. You know, Hasbro did a really good one back in 1998. The cardboard 3D pop-up diorama, just as they did with Jabba's. They were both great for the time. That was in 1998 or 99. But this is 2024. This is a whole other ballgame. This is a whole other level of TVC, right? The figures, the vehicles, they're like unlike anything they've ever done before in terms of detail, in terms of likeness, articulation, photoreal. They don't work anymore. We need a proper cantina. They did the bar sections, right? The plastic ones in the early 2000s, but they're inaccurate. They have bar stools attached, and there were no bar stools at the cantina at the main bar or in the cantina at all. I don't think. They're fun on those toys, but they're not accurate. So we need those to be. We need a cantina. Okay, we need a cantina. That's what I'm saying. That's what I want. The cantina. As to what it will be, will they go with the vehicle? I don't know. All I know is that I have plenty of vehicles. I have nowhere to put all of them. I have no idea where the ghost is going to go. I have no idea where the ghost is going to go. But I could use the cantina. And I think that's a good place to end it. Unless there are any final questions in here. Yeah, Trevor, for sure. That would be the best way to get Chalman. Probably the only way to get Chalman, I would say. Because there's not even like a live action, like look at what he looks like, right? I think it's a good place to end it. I'm going to end it, though, by reminding you guys about next week that we're not going to be on at the usual time. If you come in at 7 p.m. Pacific, the show's going to be over. Don't come in at 7 p.m. Pacific. Come in at 7 p.m. Eastern, which is 4 p.m. Pacific, so that you can see Steve Evans, Mr. Stevie himself, on Cantina Social Hour, Senior Design Director at Hasbro for Star Wars and Marvel. All right? He will be with us. He'll be hanging out in the Cantina. We're going to talk toys. We're going to talk collecting. We're going to have a good time. All right? You guys, you heard it here first. Steve Evans on Cantina Social Hour next week, Friday, March 8th, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific time. Okay, 3 hours earlier than our normal time. And if for some reason you can't make it, well, the replay will be there. But if you can make it, even better, because it's live. It's live. Thank you, Paul. Take care, too. Thank you, Pico Obi-Wan. You guys, thank you. Thank you, July through November. Really appreciate you, as always. You guys are great. This would not be the same without you. Like, it totally would not, because it would just be me here talking to myself, like Ian Malcolm in the Jungle Explorer. And what fun would that be? So thank you guys for being here. Thank you for being part of the show. Thank you for being here week to week and hanging out with me on your Friday nights. I can't think of any better way to spend Friday nights than talking toys, talking Star Wars, talking collecting. And the night is still young. Who knows what I'll do next? I may not be live on YouTube, but I'll be doing something. Maybe I'll be arranging my collection. Maybe I'll be ghost hunting. No, probably not that. Maybe I'll be watching a film. I don't know. Maybe I'll go buy some more toys. Who knows? Thank you guys as always. I appreciate you. Next week, Steve Evans. No matter where you're tuning in from Matt in the Galaxy, as always, I want to thank you for watching Cantina Social Hour. Be well, be safe. May the Force be with you. This is the way. We will see you next week. We will see you next week, my friends. Have a great weekend. Peace out. Bye-bye.